Hi, welcome back to this last video of our section regarding user management in Salesforce.com. So in this video, we'll be discussing permission sets. Permission sets is similar to profiles in that it grants system permissions as well as access to objects. However, permission sets are different from profiles in a way that they act as add-ons to profiles and can only expand on the given permissions in the user's profile. This is ideal for certain use cases when certain system and object permissions cannot be justified giving to all users within a profile, as well as use cases when a particular permission is required for selected users only of a particular profile. So for our example, we would be creating a permission set aimed for system administrators that will give anyone permission to author Apex code. So just as a background, Apex code is a proprietary programming language for customizing Salesforce, and giving this permission to all users gives them the ability to customize our application using such technology. So this is such a perfect use case for a permission set, since authoring Apex code is a very powerful privilege when left with the wrong hands, and the ability to do such may not be needed by all system administrators in the system and can be limited to a selected few only. So to start off, let's just go to Salesforce and proceed to the setup menu. Let's go to Manage Users and click on Permission Sets. So on the next screen, we'll be discussing the Permission Sets page. From this screen, we can also create different list views to gain better visibility when dealing with large number of permission sets. For now, let's just click on New Permission Set to create our permission set. So on this screen, let's just enter the label and the API name for our permission set. So let's just author Apex. And let's just retain the API name generated by Salesforce. Next, let's specify the user license for the type of user that will use the permission set. We can select None to allow all license types to be added to this permission set. But since we are dealing with a very sensitive system permission, let's just limit the permission set to full Salesforce user licenses only. So let's select Salesforce and click Save. So by the way, for more information on Salesforce licenses types, you can visit Salesforce Help and Training and just search on license type. So on the permission set overview page, we are able to see the different permissions and privileges that we can give to our users included in the permission set. So for this demo, we will be adding a system permission to the permission set. To do this, let's just click on System Permissions. So from the screen, we are able to see all of the available system permissions we can assign to any user included in permission set. So in order to edit our permission set, let's just click on Edit. So first off, let's take the Author Apex permission. Please note that there are other permissions that have dependencies with the Author Apex permission. So in our case, this takes the other permissions required by the Author Apex. So let's click Save to finalize our changes. So let's go back to our permission set overview. So aside from system permissions that we just added, there are also other permissions that we can give to our users included in the permission set. We can give access to apps, connected apps, object settings, or object level security, like giving create, read, update, delete access to any object, whether it be standard objects like accounts, contacts, or any custom objects. App permissions, Apex class access, or Visualforce page access. So Visualforce, by the way, is just a custom UI component that developers can develop in Salesforce. So for more detailed information regarding these different permissions, just go to Salesforce Help and Training and search for Permission Set Overview page. So after creating a permission set and adding specific permissions to that set, we can start adding our users to that permission set. So to start adding them, let's just proceed to the Users menu. Again, we can filter the view of our users by using any list views we have created. So let's just click on All Users. So let's just click on Mike Murphy. So next we can see the user detail for our user Mike Murphy. So let's just go to the permission sets related list to assign this permission set to this user. Just click on Edit Assignments. So from the screen, we can add multiple permission sets to this user, but currently we only have one permission set. So let's just click on Author Apex and click Add to add that to the user. Click Save to finalize our changes. And there we have just added the permission set to this user. So that was a brief overview of permission sets and how to create them, how to assign permissions, and then finally how to assign users to them. So please take note that permission sets are meant to expand and not revoke any privilege or permission, and is a complementary feature meant to fine-tune our security profiles. So in the next section of our video course, we'll be discussing configuration in Salesforce.com, which will include some exciting topics like creating custom fields, objects, record types, and page layouts, as well as lookup and master detail relationship fields as well.